So I understand that everybody might not be familiar with Kickstarter and know what that's all about. So I thought what I would do is explain a little bit about Kickstarter, what it is, and why I chose that platform to help launch this project. So some of you may have heard of GoFundMe. GoFundMe is a crowdfunding site that can be used if people are in trouble in some way. You know, they have a fire at their house or their car breaks down. People can pitch in and help them out and help them deal with that hurdle. Kickstarter is very similar, except it's used by creative folks to fund different types of projects. A lot of people will use it to fund maybe an art project or a YouTube channel. Actually, a lot of board game designers these days use it as a way to launch new games. And what they do essentially is, rather than upfronting all of their own money to create this game and put it out there for sale and then hope that somebody buys it, what they do is essentially they get people to buy it up front. And so it becomes sort of a pre-sale mechanism, and people will commit to buying this game. Then the company uses that money to help produce the game and sends it out. I've actually purchased a few games that way, and there's a little bit of a lag time when it comes to producing a physical product, so you have to be willing to sort of wait until it arrives. But it's a good way for people to be able to undertake a creative project even though they might not have the money up front to do it all themselves. So for me, I quit my corporate job about 5 years ago and went into teaching. So as you could probably guess, teachers don't have a lot of extra money sitting around to take on special projects and do creative ventures on their own. So I chose Kickstarter for that reason. What I'm hoping is people will catch on to the idea once the venue's open and people will see what it is and understand, hey, this is a cool place and it's a place we can go and have fun, that people will, you know, buy memberships and come play games on the weekends and have a good time. But the Kickstarter allows us to, like I said, be sort of a pre-sale mechanism and get some of those memberships and sell some of those passes ahead of time, so it gives us the money to get launched and get started. So the way Kickstarter works is the person creating the project, which is me, sets a goal. And in this case, the goal for this project was $4,000, because that's what I need to help get the furniture and, you know, turn on the electricity and all the things that we need to get this thing going. And the way it works is people will pledge a certain amount of money because they believe in the project, they think it's a cool idea, it's something that they want to see happen in their community. And then in return, the person who's creating the project typically gives a reward in return for that pledge as a thank you, saying we appreciate you helping us get this project launched. So in our case, the pledges, the things that you can get when you pledge are different depending on what level you pledge at. You can get a free pass to come play on the weekend. You can get a membership. You can get an individual membership just as a person who wants to come and play games, which allows you to join a club that meets every week. So you get to come play games once a week at the club, but the memberships will also give you free admission on those days when we're just having open gaming time. You can also use pay it forward method to sponsor a scholarship to allow a young person in the community to sign up for one of our after school programs. So we're going to have clubs that meet once a week. Each day we'll have a different club meeting, and so this would allow a kid who maybe doesn't have the money to sign up themselves to be able to do it, to do that and to sign up for a club. So the way the Kickstarter works is, if we're able to raise the $4,000, then that's when your credit card would be charged and you've pledged that amount toward the project. If we don't raise that money, nothing happens. You're not committed to anything. You weren't charged anything. Essentially, if the $4,000 isn't raised, the project probably doesn't happen. So we could really use your help. We hope that you'll go in, pledge, to the Kickstarter, help us create that momentum and get this thing started. Thanks.